Time Walk with Me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Time Walk with me. We are taking a look today at Harbin, Vanguard, Aviator. This deck is pretty straightforward. I put out a lot of soldiers, I make them bigger and harder to block, and I attack with them. The commander is Harbin, Vanguard, Aviator. When I attack with this guy and at least 4 other soldiers, my creatures get bigger and gain flying. The cool thing about this is that it's not just my soldiers who benefit from the effect. I just have to make sure that I'm attacking with 5 or more soldiers, which isn't hard because the vast majority of creatures in this deck are soldiers. Since Harbin wants to attack with a lot of soldiers, and soldiers are cheap and easy to bring out a lot of, I put a lot of them in the deck. A lot of them are simple and self-explanatory, but I'll explain a few of them that I think might need explaining, or if I just feel like hearing my own voice. Ambush Paratrooper. Argivian Phalanx. Baird, Steward of Argive. Champion of the Parish. Most of the soldiers in this deck are humans as well as soldiers, so this guy could end up getting very big. Charismatic Vanguard. Enough soldiers on the battlefield might make this expensive ability worth using. Cliffside Rescuer. Court Street Denizen. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. I think I'm probably making some people upset by not knowing exactly how to pronounce that. This isn't a soldier, but he pumps out soldiers or helps me to draw cards. Fencing Ace. Flaming Fist Officer. Keen-Eared Sentry. Makeshift Battalion. Mentor of the Meek. Militia Rallier. 9th Bridge Patrol. Audric, Lunarch Marshal. This guy turns my creatures into pseudo-slivers by making them all share keyword abilities during combat. Phalanx Leader. Prava of the Steel Legion. Raise the Alarm. Survivor of Corliss. Tura Kennerud, Sky Knight. Not a soldier, but it makes soldier tokens. Yoshin Frontliner. And Yoshin Tactician. These 4 enchantments pump up my whole army. Castle. I'm not completely sure if this counts as an anthem, but it does make my creatures better blockers. Commander's Insignia. Glorious Anthem, of course. And Sigarda's Summons. These 3 spells give +1/+1 counters to all of my creatures. Basri's Solidarity, Inspiring Roar, and Silver Flame Ritual. I can't make a deck that includes blue yet excludes draw spells, so here are the draw spells. Fact or Fiction. Fascination. This one is a bit group huggy, but that could end up helping me to buy time to build my army. Gadwick the Wizened. Into the Story. Kindred Discovery. Mental Journey. Mystic Remora. And Universal Surveillance. I can't make a deck that includes blue yet excludes counterspells, so here are the counterspells. Annul, Broken Concentration, Cancel, Pact of Negation, Rewind, and Spell Snuff. There aren't many mana rocks in this deck. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Azorius Signet. Manolith. I know it's terrible, but I still like it. Phyrexian Atlas. Sky Diamond. Since enchantments are hard to deal with in Commander, I went with an enchantment-based spot removal scheme. Banishment. Citizen's Arrest. Kasmina's Transmutation. Cards like this are great for messing with my opponent's commanders because they make them useless rather than destroy them. Martial Law. Prayer of Binding. Reprobation. Seal Away. Seal from Existence. And Witness Protection. I probably don't use enough board wipes in my decks. I don't really like wiping the board, but I figured it might be a good idea to put a few in this deck. Farewell. This is one of the best board wipes in the whole game. Martial Coup. And Supreme Verdict. These cards are cool, but they don't really fit in any other category. Goldbug, humanity's ally. This guy helps protect my humans, which most of my soldiers are. Propaganda. I can attack you, but you can't attack me unless you pay. Reflections of Litjara. This doubles the size of my army by doubling my soldier spells. Retreat to Ameria. The tokens this enchantment creates aren't soldiers, but their help is still appreciated, and so is the +1/+1. There's nothing really tricky here. The lands in this deck tap for blue or white mana. Azorius Chancery, Azorius Guildgate, Fortified Beachhead, Glacial Floodplain, Idyllic Beachfront, Island, Meandering River, Plains, Seagate, Secluded Steppe, Skybridge Towers, Thriving Heath, and Tranquil Cove. There we go. That is my Harbin Vanguard Aviator deck. What do you think? Tell me it's good. I'll see you next time.